guys, let's make a Skittles nail. Let's get started. First things first, I want to make this a marbled nail, and we're gonna do the tropical colored Skittles. So let's, not tropical, I'm sorry, the berry ones. So we want us berry-like colors. So let's get us a purple out. A nice pinky red. And we want a nice tealy turquoise blue. Now, I want to say the lightest color is the purple. Yes, the lightest color is the purple. So I'm going to paint the entire thing purple. So let's make that happen first. And it doesn't have to be fully opaque because, again, we're marbling it. Just a nice little thin layer of this purple. That's just so every spot is covered. And I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. In the meantime, I'm going to get out my blooming gel because that's going on next. I'm going to get me a couple liner brushes so that we can get the different colors on there without having to mix them up. I'm going to get me my palette out. Got my palette and a brush holder. And my brush holder. I have our brushes over here on my brush holder. There's 5 slots in it, so I can space them apart really easily. And on our palette, we are going to put a little purple, a little teal, turquoise, whichever way you want to go. My mother calls it Ocean Drive. And a pinkish red color. It's like a fuchsia, but it's got more of a red tone to it. Put that up here. Pull out our nail. Now I'm doing a very thin layer of this blooming gel. Very thin, otherwise it runs off the sides. It spreads way too fast. We don't need it to spread that much, I would say. Get that on there. Nice even coat here. Try and make sure I get the sides real good. And we can always add more blooming gel if need be. Meanwhile, I'm going to go in with some of that pinkish red color. Zoom in. I'm just going to drag it here and there. See, it's already spreading. We are going to have to wipe the sides, and I put a thin amount. And we're going to hurry up and try and go in this teal. And And I'm going to go over parts of the pink and parts of the teal with this purple. You can just kind of take this brush and make things go as you please to get the marbling that you would like, if it's not already doing what you like. I want a little bit more teal right there. And I mean, feel free to go over other colors. There's no right or wrong way to do this, honestly. Now I'm going to take a lint-free wipe and wipe the sides. Because I did such a thin layer, there's hardly any there. I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. Alright, now that's pretty on its own, but I'm going to go in here with some foil glue. I'm going to add tiny flecks after I brush this on and cure it. Brush the thinnest layer you can on there. I like to use this as an adhesive layer for my gold foil. I just think it works best for me. Now this needs to be cured for 2 minutes, so I put it in there for 60 seconds twice. In the meantime, here are my foils. And I want to grab a little bit of this gold. And I want it to be super tiny pieces. I'm only going to put 2 or 3 on there. So I'm going to take both pairs of my tweezers. There's a little piece right down there I can use. And it's plenty for what I'm going to do. If I can pick it up, I'll put that on my palette. I hope I can get it back off. Okay, maybe this piece will work better for me. I set that on my palette. Since it is a glass palette, let's hope we can get it off. But I'll be using these to make the tiniest pieces to pull off. Okay, now it's super sticky. I'm gonna go in here and try to get me a couple little pieces of this gold foil. I'm just gonna lay them anywhere. Oops, that one's too big for me. And tap it down with these tweezers where it all sticks laying flat. Maybe one more tiny piece. Right over here. And just a teeny tiny piece stuck to my tweezers. Okay, maybe one more. good to me. All right, now that that's all tapped down, I'm gonna go ahead and put me a clear coat on it. Going with this one. Yes, I want it shiny. Because that's foil glue, it's stuck. Thank goodness. And I'm using a generous amount of top coat because I want it to glide over it. I don't want it to rub down on that gold and move it around at all, because those gold pieces do break apart and they can be smudged. Seconds. Put my glove on. Spatula. I'm going to go ahead and get these going. These are going to be our Skittles. Roll them into balls. Roughly the same size if possible. It should be pretty possible. If they're too small, add some. They're too big, take some away. That one looks a little big. So I'm going to take a little bit away. Our spatula, but I'm gonna have to clean that off. Now I'm going to take each one of these little balls, make sure they're round, an actual ball, put it on the nail, and smash down very gently, very gently. You see, that wasn't a perfect circle, so take it off and do it again. just going everywhere, isn't it? It gets around. Try this again. Good. On to the next one. This one off to the side. Nike. And then our last one. She feels a little smaller than the other two, but that's fine because it's going down here at the tip. And I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. We will be painting these with the same colors that's in our marble. We're just doing a real thin coat on them. That's why I picked out the colors of clay that correspond. So I shouldn't need that much to go on the outside. So I still haven't completely cleaned off my brushes for that reason. I just wiped off what was there before a little bit because they were being mixed in different colors. Alright, start with the one at the tip, the pinkish red one. And like I said, just a thin coat. I mean, we probably could even use jellies on this, but I wanted to get around the same exact colors as what was on the nail. Love a good candy slash food nail. And go on to the purple one. If it gets a little blurry, it's focusing in on my hand instead of the nail. finally the blue now. I mean the blue Skittle. Teal blue, turquoise, whatever color you want to call it. Colors are very pretty together. I mean, who doesn't like a good pink purple combo? All right, 60 seconds. All right, last thing we have to do is write the S on them. So all three of them. For that, I'm using my solid mud gel and a very fine brush that I cut most of the bristles off myself because I don't have the kind of money they want for one of those brushes. So I rigged up my own. Look perfect like a Skittles S? Probably not. But I think we get the idea. I'm gonna flash cure that. Other one, because let's be honest, Skittles don't land the same way. Flash here. And the last one. Just gonna tilt a little this away. Get rid of that. again. Trying to make it so that you can see. Yeah, that's ugly too. Alright, trying this one more time. And I'm just gonna have to do it the best way I can. Not worry about if you can see it. Trying to make it so that you can though. There we go. Way better. So much better. Cure for 60 seconds. Alright. Now we put our top coat on. Because remember, those Skittles aren't top coated yet. Just getting a second top coat on the rest of the nail. Getting up under these as well, around the sides. Get around those thoroughly. And now we'll go over the top. Smooth out the rest of the nail now. Taking off the excess as we go. Now that I've got everything covered. Go to the side and smooth it out. On the top. And the bottom. And keep that for 60 seconds. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. A Skittles nail. A marble gold flecked Skittles nail. Berry flavor, mind you. Oh. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye, hotties.